we are going to do the fit test to path. Like I said, you will see some logos or some flyers that you see that the test is around a particular circle or a particular straight line or a curved line. All those things you can use. We use the fit test to path to do something like that. So for instance, like I said, I'm going to use the pen tool to just draw a straight line like this. And then remember, when this is the last one, I don't want to continue again. You would double click and then click on the shape tool, because this one is not a rectangle that I drew that I will use. I'll click on the convert to curve over here. This is a pen tool. So after that, you right click on it and you select curve, and then I can do something like this out of this particular thing that we have here, like this. And then I can also increase the outline from here. Let's say, or I want the outline to be something like this. Then I have my text. Let me use this one. Okay, assuming that I want this text to be on this one, this particular shape that I have here, but I want it to follow how this shape is designed, then that is when I'll use the fit test to path to do something like that. So first of all, I'll click on the test and then go to the test tool over here, and then you see fit test to path over here. I'll click on it, and then when I move the test to where the shape is like this, you see that it will then fall on it. Then you just click on it, and then you see something like this over there. So I'm going to do another one. So assuming that I have something like this one, that I want the test to fall on top of this one. So I'll then type my test, and then maybe I'll apply all the necessary things that I have to. If I want to change the font, I'll then click on the font and then select the type of font that I want to use. So after selecting the font, if you feel like it's too small, you can also increase the size, make it bold. If you want to slant it a little, you make it italic. And then, so let's say I want to use something like this one. So I click on it, make it a little wide like this, and then I will then go to test 2. The test 2 is somewhere here. Click on it, and then you see fit test to path over here. Click on it, bring the test to the particular object that you want it to fall on, and then just click on it. Okay, now it's not only on top of the object that you can only fit it into. You can also fit it into the object. So for instance, if I want this one to go inside, then I can place it somewhere here. We are done. Okay, so let's try one with something that we have been seeing every day, and also we will try to get more examples to try our hands on. So we are going to try one popular one. So first of all, I will click on the ellipse tool, and then I'll draw my circle. So to draw a perfect circle, you hold down the control key as you click, and then you drag. I think this one is okay. Off the mouse, off the keyboard. So after that, I will then create a duplicate of this one so that I'll get two of them like this. So to move all of them with the same equal size, you will use what? You hold down the shift key as you click and drag. And then I'll also try to get another one, so I'll click here, hold down the shift key, and then this one should be somewhere here like this, and then click, and then the last one, click, hold, and then drag it. Alright, so after that, then we are going to do what? Type the text that we are going to use. So let me type it here. Electric. Okay, for the spacing, I think I'm going to space it out, pressing the space bar 2 times. Company, I hit the enter key, and then let's say Ghana Limit, something like this. So after that, then I'll break text apart. So Control K to break text apart. Now before that, before you break text apart, make sure that all the necessary changes has been done. So if you want to make it bold, you make it bold. If you are changing the color, you change the color. If you are even changing the size, which I think the 24 is okay for now. Then we break it apart. Then I will then take this one. I'm going to fit this one first into it. So we go, you click, fit text apart, and then I'll bring it somewhere here, and then I'll take that side to get it. Now when you fit and then you feel like, oh, it's so small, then you can undo and then increase the size. So let me try 30, no, 36 is too big. So now you can also type inside. If you realize that not all the numbers are showing here, so if you have a particular size in mind, you can also click inside here and type. So let's say I want to use 26 or 27. I type the 27 over there, press the enter key to increase the size, and then I'll go back to the text, fit text to part, and then I'll fix this one over here, something like this, and then click inside. I think this one is okay. So I have this one like this. Now we are then going to fit this one into it. I believe you've seen the Electricity Company of Ghana logo before. So we want to fit this one over here. So to do that, you also I think we are supposed to use the same side. So this one is supposed to be 27. So I'll click here and type. Now I type it over here, so automatically to record over here. So when you come here, you also see the same side. You click to select, and then you go to the text to, and then fit text to part, and then I'll come somewhere here and then fix it. But there's a problem here. You realize that this one has turned upside down. Then we have to turn it so that when people are reading, they will find meanings to this one. So after we do something like this, we should forget about alignment now, although we might need alignment and other stuff so that it aligns with this one. But for now, we use the mirror option too, so we can mirror vertically and at the same time horizontally, so that it will turn upside down like this. And over here, after that, you can then zoom, and then you can then click here and then drag for it to fall. Make sure that it's aligned with this one. So when you are moving, you can see this straight line over there that is also moving. So make sure that this straight line is moving with this one to get the perfect one that you want. You always zoom for it to match. Something like this one. Alright, and then you can even move it this way. Okay, if you want it to fall something like this, you can click, drag, hold down the shift key, and then you drag them. So when you are done with that one, we want to, when you click, after you fit it into the part, when I click this one and then I drag it, I want to have access to only this one. But when I click and drag, you see that it moves with a circle. I don't know. So we have to fit that particular one. So to do that, you click on the text so that you see something like this, and then you go to the effects, I think the arrange, and then you select break compound object of 3 elements apart. The same as break text apart. So you see the keyboard shortcut is also Control K, the same thing. So you click so that you have access to this text. So then over here we can color this one like this. Come here, I think this one is yellowish like this, and then this one is a blue, but I think that one is a little different from So let me show you some of the examples so that I can save the video. Then I give you another one to try. So